Hi, welcome back. Yes, that's the the funny part was where he said, if they bust into your house and they want to arrest you, anyhow it is, just make sure you ask for the identification card. And of course, you can see the people there.
Somehow it's gone.
That's what I'm saying. Like people there was like, how do you expect us to ask someone with a gun?
It's a famous story.
What would you say about this video? Because honestly, this video has caused a lot of back and forth on social media, stating that is either Dele is not saying the truth and holding the truth, or he's just trying to be out there talking.
It's very obvious. It's a fable story. He himself, within himself. And what paid me most is that he's putting on tie. I expect that when people put on tie, they don't like.
What are you supposed to do?
When you put on tie, so there is a level of seriousness in your neck that you will not be able to. But when you now put on tie and you're lying,
it will choke you.
It's something. But realistically, there are a lot of certified EFCC officers that are even breaking into the home of alleged criminal in the night. He can't deny that. That's why I said it's not all. So those ones that are not the real EFCC officials, what has the agency done? Don't let us lie to ourselves. According to the EFCC Act 2004 as amended, they have the right to break anything to get inside your house. That is what is in the Act. We should not lie to ourselves. That is what is in the Act. But
at any time,
I'm telling you, it doesn't have time.
Of course,
you understand? What they normally do is to get a warrant by EFCC, because in fact the magistrate must give them, because it's part of the EFCC Act 2004 as amended. But one thing there is this: I've told my people, I have a friend that some people busted into his house. They said they are this, they are that. They jump over the fence. His dogs run after them. They have to shot one of the dogs, and he called me. I said, "Come. Can they enter?" They said, "No, it's doors. Nothing can enter." I said, "Come, stay there. Anybody that want to arrest you should wait till during the day." And that is the thing. If you can protect yourself. But one thing that is there is this: somebody broken into your house. And I want to ask. Even the police officers that we know, that they are police officers and beside the road with guns, you don't ask them where is your ID card. Or you see one of them drunk, you don't say, you did drunk police officer. Don't do that. At least I know the one going to Ilorin. I know I've done one for one like that. We'll get there. What can I do for you? And we're all journalists in the car. Say, journalists, can I check your boot? They check our boot. And I saw their eyeball. These ones are ready to. Then I said, well, you look suspicious. So far you are 4 in the car. I said, oh, no problem. That we are going to take you to the nearest police station. I said, oh, no problem, Oga. We will follow you. Or one of you will come inside so that we can go and talk gently. You see, immediately I enter the police station, the gate like this. I said, you will tell me the reason why you arrested us. Because I have to use my sense beside the road.
Of course.
Nobody is there. But inside the police station, I want you to shoot me inside the police station. And that is the thing. When we got there, the later apologized, the DPO apologized, and we left. You have to be using yourself. So somebody busted. They said they are EFCC with guns and everything. I said, can I see your ID card, please? No, what he was saying, within himself, he knows that he was lying. But the painful thing there is that he's putting on a tie.
Okay. Please, what's supposed to say?
Well, I mean, look, we're Nigerians now. We live in this society.
Yeah.
So we all know how these things go down. And I think that it is clever by half from Mr. Dele Oyewale.
Yeah, Oyewale.
To try to misrepresent what actually happens. The only reason I'm not going to speak with too much energy about this matter is that I feel, the EFCC, their mandate is to try economic crimes.
Yeah.
Right. So it's extremely unlikely if you are just going about your daily business, you are not involved in one thing or the other. It's extremely unlikely you have any kind of brush with them. So whatever it is that you are having with them that brought them to your house in the middle of the night, good luck to the two of you. That's the only reason I'm not really too particular about this story. Otherwise, I'll be saying, why is this guy lying? Why are you lying? Claiming that those people are not EFCC agents, he should be ashamed. So we know that anybody can claim to be anything. And we do see people wear camouflage and claim to be soldiers,
and they are not.
Claim to be police and they are not. But you, as the spokesperson of that particular security agency, shouldn't be using that as an excuse to absolve your operatives that are high-handed, that are overzealous, of their misbehavior. And while I watched that video, he admitted it that some of them are overzealous and they get, they get sanctioned and all that. That would have been enough. That for you to now come in a public space and be saying that many of them that you swearing cap are not EFCC agents. You are basically saying that the EFCC officials, you are undermining their credibility. You are saying that I should ask them for ID. I'm supposed to do that anyway. For anybody that is knocking on my door, whether you claim you are NEPA or water corporation or police or inspector, health inspector. The first thing you are going to do before you enter my gate is you identify yourself. Who are you? This is my house, my domain. I am the president and commander-in-chief in this domain.
You take one leg, you are intruding.
They can do anything under American law. If you step one step into we don't have firearm, you can't just carry on anyhow. In the US, you enter somebody's property, he will shoot you, and nothing will happen. So okay, in Nigeria we can't shoot, but at least I can unleash my dog. They grab your leg, nothing will happen. So if you come into my house, I will ask you for identification. And now, if that person is coming with a gun, how am I supposed to do that in the middle of the night? In fact, I tell you, anybody that do bang 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 on your door in the middle of the night and is carrying a gun is an armed robber. You have to immediately assume that I'm coming to rob. So I'm not going to be saying, Organ robber, please, where is your You land on your place flat and start begging for mercy and for your dear life. Then if they now say, we are EFCC, say, really, please, sir, please, can I see your... Even then, because they're carrying gun,
you fear.
Don't use your brain.
Don't use your brain.
So I think that this guy should have done better with how he's presenting the situation. He should have spoken with a sense of responsibility to condemn the action of EFCC agents going above and beyond what the law allows on the one hand, and to assure Nigerians that it is very difficult to impersonate EFCC because we have this in place, we have this in place, we have this in place. Those are the kind of things we should be hearing from spokespeople, not coming out to twist things upside down and just try to exonerate the whole thing. The force or the...
And we have, for his information, we know the number of operatives in the last 3 months that have been set back. Because of corruption, they are also fighting. Young boys. If I should be telling you what my heart have seen, when I have to follow, and they won't even know I'm a journalist, that I've seen. Young boys. They are meant to fight corruption. That is why if you know how much they are collecting, do you know that any money they recoup for Nigeria, there is a percentage for them?
It's Nigeria. There's some words that we create from the dictionary. Do you know we now have an Oxford Nigerian dictionary?
Of course,
The word reloot. That word does not exist anymore. Which one is reloot? We looted it. Nigeria, EFCC.
No, because you have some very nice officers, but there are some bad eggs too.
Always like that in every organization. You always have the good eggs and the bad eggs. Anyways, Dele needs to, like you already said, Dele needs to do more. And even if he has to come out to tell us how do we identify the real EFCC officers, maybe that would even help.
Exactly.
But I don't know. He's not even saying anything like that.
The EFCC can go on a campaign.
Yeah.
And tell Nigerians, okay, look, if it's not like this, like this, this is what our uniform looks like. This. If you don't see that, then you are not.
And EFCC, that's what I was expecting.
If you know the number of, in fact, there is one particular one, if not because of, I don't know how he escaped. He always tormenting one woman. He will just come around. Because those ones are using POS. They say you should not do this. You collect 20,000. You will come around after 2 months. You will come around 50,000 because they said you have stipulated that you must transfer. You are doing that. They are going to go to our office. When that one now reported on my program, and I said when it comes around, just give the phone and alert me. By the time he will call me, and I say, okay, you are from where? He say, he's Efcc officials. In fact, I've been waiting to see you. Please wait for me, I'm coming. I don't know how they allow him to escape that day.
He knows what he's doing.
Because that day would have been. And I said, any day he comes around, the guy should just gather 2 guys.
And hold him down.
They should pin him down. And that's the thing. That's why the lot of them that do impersonate.
Yes.
What we there is that EFCC needs to do more, so that people will be able to know. Because there are some people that are just misrepresenting them. They can only work on that if they talk to Nigerians and what we should be looking after. Not somebody that will say you did not pay tax for 1 year. They will now invite you to office. You don't have any business with them. You don't have any business with them. They will just call you, they will just summon you. Or if you want to fight another person as a businessman, you will tell them to come and arrest you and check whether you are paying tax or tax of others and whatever.
Okay, all right. Well, please, you can still call in. You can send in your text messages. Of course, your name and of course where you're calling from. Then tell us what it is. You can still be part of the show. Okay, let's take the last topic. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish this today. And this one is from CBN. When I saw this, my heart skipped a beat. Not that I fell in love. I was scared. But CBN stops monthly free withdrawals for customers using other bank ATM. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says that charges will now apply anytime customers use the automated teller machine, which is the ATM of banks, other than theirs. Now, this was contained in a circular dated February 10 and addressed to all banks and financial institutions. The Apex Bank's Acting Director of Financial Policy and Regulation Department, John Onoja, the CBN directed banks and other financial institutions to apply the following charges with effect from March 1st, 2025. The Apex Bank said that while customers withdrawing at the ATMs of their banks and financial institutions wouldn't be charged, customers withdrawing from the ATM of other banks would now be charged 100 naira per every 20,000 naira. Like, wow. Okay, now the CBN said for off-site ATMs, automated teller machines not on a bank's premises, like those at shopping malls, eateries, and other public places, a subcharge of not more than 500 naira per every 20,000 naira will apply in addition to the statutory 100 naira fee for withdrawals by customers of other bank ATMs. The Apex Bank attributed review charges to rising costs and the need to improve the efficiency of ATM services in the country. Like, what is really going on? How can you say you're going to take out 600 naira from someone who is getting 20,000 naira because the person is at an eatery, the person is at a shopping mall, and because we're using another bank, we have to be charged 100 naira aside from what the other charges are? I don't, let me even start with Segun, because yes, so he understands that a whole lot. So please explain, because this is driving me out of my mind right now.
I understand what they're trying to do. I think that number one is that, there's inflation in the country and banks are also victims, in quote. They are not victims, please. That's why I put it in quote. They are reporting billions of naira in profit, and easily they can absorb the little inconvenience that charging to maintain those low charges will mean to them, on their profitability. So, but I think that's where they're coming from now. The second thing I think they're trying to do is that they're trying to discourage the use of ATM. That's what I think. Maybe this is all a part of the cashless policy. So what I'm seeing is that they don't want you to rely too much on the ATMs for large volume cash withdrawals. If you notice, they said 100 naira per 20,000.
Yeah.
The charges today is 65 naira after the first 3. If the card is not issued to you by the bank whose ATM you use it for free 3 times in the new month, and then you start paying 65 naira per withdrawal. Even if you collect 2,000 naira, it's 65 naira. If you collect 5,000 naira, 65 naira. If you collect 10,000, 65 naira. They are now saying that if you collect, for every 20,000 you collect, you pay 100 naira. So if I prorate that, if you collect 5,000, you pay 25 naira. instead of 65 naira. So it can actually be a reduction for some people, for some category of people who are not collecting large amounts. So I think this is supposed to be a disincentive for people to use ATM, you know, and use electronic transfer. Unfortunately, what will happen is that, of course, in the first instance, there is no cash at the ATM. How many times, the three of us here, how many times have you gone to
ATM and
withdraw from ATM and you find cash there?
Maybe in the last 6 months.
In the last 6 months, it has gotten a bit better, but it's still very tough. And all of those ATMs, they put restrictions.
Yeah,
5,000 per withdrawal, and you cannot do more than 10 times.
Yeah.
Or maybe more than 5 times, depending on which bank. So at the end of the day, most of cash withdrawals happen at POS terminals. And those POS operators are in collusion
with the bank
managers, not necessarily with the bank, you know, corporate office.
Yeah.
But I think with the bank in the locality,
there's
some sort of collusion and connivance going on. Even in the period when there was heavy cash scarcity, these POS people had
of course they did.
I know, I'm privy to information that some of the fees that those POS operators were collecting, they were sharing it. Somebody had a cut in it. You know, so that problem, CBN needs to face it squarely and deal with it. This policy will not address that. Cash should be available at ATMs, not only at POS. POS should be emergency, where I need more money than the ATM can dispense, or
where the ATM is
ATMs
not
around me not working for any reason. I now go to POS. But now it's the other way around. I go to POS first. It's only if I happen to notice that it's like
ATM is working,
I will not go there. So CBN needs to do, and they sanctioned 9 banks recently.
Yes,
do more of that.
Do more of that sanctioning,
making it more expensive for.
Okay, our time is almost fast, Mr. Nudin, please, as quick as possible.
There is nothing behind it. I have told people before this administration come into being, there's still more taxes to come. The ideology of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a politician, he believes so much in taxation. Want to get money from us with all means. And that is exactly what is happening. Our poor people are going to suffer much, but I can tell you, 20,000 naira you are talking about, for people that are rich, is nothing. But to the poor, is something. Now, CBN that are supposed to go after bank, that they must increase their ATM points. That is what it's supposed to do. That every bank should increase their ATM points so that I can go anywhere and see the ATM of my own bank and use. They did not do that. They're now putting it back to the people. This is unfair to Nigerians. It's unfair to the people of Nigeria, especially the poor people. Then another thing again is that where are the money in the ATMs, even in banks? Where are the cash? Where are the cash? You think all those laborers, you are going to pay them through the account? You see those people that come from Benin Republic, that come from Togo, you are going to pay, and you have a work that you must deliver? Are you going to say you are going to be going on down phone now, you are going to transfer? No, where is the cash? We pay much more in making sure that our money move from our account to the POS. Some places now, to get 5,000 naira, you have to put 200 naira on it.
Of course, yes.
So by the time you are doing that, are you helping the poor? And now you say you are taking people away from property. Are you now dipping people? Must you stupid people? They must die before they see the dividend of democracy. It is how it's been done in another country. They should tell us one country that is taxing his own people the way we have been taxing Nigeria. It is a high time. Well, I left it for Nigeria, and this is our country. We will have another opportunity to choose our leader. If they don't choose right, that is a problem.
Okay, well, like I said, this is no matter how much policy or whatever, like Segun said, they are feeling like this economy is affecting them. But he said that in quotes, and like you said, this is very, very not the way to go for Nigerians. Trust me, I don't know what policy or what they are trying to get at or derive, but this is not it. This is just too much and alarming. Even though I feel like it's nothing, but trust me, it is something. It is something.
Let me quickly make a clarification. This policy will not result in tax revenues to the government, but it will still reduce this, purchasing power of the people, and that's the point that is making that we must not forget. The president has no problem increasing charge, even where in a situation like this, where the money is not even coming to government. This is not revenue, it's money that will be shared by the banks. They're not even paying CBN any of this. It's going straight to the bank.
No, they've collected their own.
What
they do is this. They want to use that one for pushing their own effect, because when they have their own tax tap, duty they are going to collect on your own money, even if you don't use ATM.
That has no bearing on this.
I understand. They want to cushion the effect of it. It's making the government is giving money to the banks. That is the thing.
That this is not a tax, but it's not something to. I think government needs to be more sensitive to the plight of the people. The fact that there's already telecoms are going up. You know, we're already dealing with.
They've actually gone up already.
Duty, and all of that. We shouldn't be adding to this thing. But like I said, this can actually. I think we should look at the positive side. You too, try and manage if you can. Open OP accounts. Open OP. Yes, I bought tomatoes last night, 10 p.m. from Malam Aboki. Me and my wife. We paid electronically. I don't pay cash. I don't carry cash anymore. You will not see more than 2,000, 3,000 with me. Anything you want to buy in this country, including vulcanizer. So encourage your people.
It's because we are living there. There is some certain places. There is one POS center in one particular town. Go to some certain places.
I know.
All right.
I know.
Okay.
When we are in Lagos here, there are a lot of bank here and over Accra now.
Very true.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
But let them open up their accounts.
When you say you advertise for open, you are going to have to pay. You would have to pay. You would have to pay. All right, thank you so much, our viewers. Oh, I'm so sorry we didn't pick any calls or read any messages, but this is very interesting. Please, I don't know, they have to do something about this charge. It's becoming too much. It's alarming, and trust me, it's not the way to go. But thank you very much, Nuruddin, for coming and fighting for the people. And thank you so much for explaining why they did what they did, even though we will never understand why they are doing that. And thank you, my viewers, for joining in. Tomorrow is going to be relationship and lifestyle. My name is Rose Blossom. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.